Well, hi there. I wanted to get on here today and show you what I was talking about, gathering the seeds from the marigolds and the zinnias. I tried to gather some the other day, but they weren't quite dry enough. But I think there's quite a few of them that are dry enough today. So I wanted to come out here and show you. Like these marigolds right here, I've got a lot of seed right here. Get the camera set down. But anyway, here's all the marigolds. I mean, look, see how dry they are? I mean, they'll just come apart like that. That's all your seeds. So I came out here to harvest the seeds. I mean, not every single one of the flowers are completely dry, but a lot of them are. Because if you wait too long, just like that one, the seeds will drop and you'll lose them. But when they get like that, that's when you need to harvest them. See, they're splitting open. The seeds in there. I don't want to have to buy marigold seed next year. And I'll have all of the seeds I need right here. Actually, from this one plant, I'll have more than what I need, but I'll go ahead and gather what seeds I have. And then I can plant as many as I want to next year. And not have to buy any seed. You see that? Oh, it's starting to split open. If I'd have waited a few more days, that would have split open and all the seeds would have dropped to the ground. And I just dropped it, but it's still intact anyway. I mean, this right here is as dry can be. Come over here on the other side. Sorry about that. I put my hand in front of the camera. Yeah, I'll be able to harvest all these and then come back out here in a few days and harvest the rest of them. Because all of these are dry. They're just before popping open and dropping to the ground. So, right now is the best time to come get these. And I've got a lot up here. I think it's going to work there. But as you can see, you can't really break them off with one hand. See? And I just actually broke the little limb. It was so dry. That's okay. That one was going to break off anyway because the limb is dry. I can actually leave these laying down in here and let them dry some more. But I've got some down in here. Let's see how many I got. And there's 100 seeds in each one of those little pods, so. And I've still got a couple more plants around here. Like those. Yeah, they've got a few dried ones. These over here. See? All of them are not quite dry, but a lot of them are, so you can get a lot of seeds. And I'm going to go ahead and harvest the zinnias while I'm here too, like that. This one's definitely dry enough. I don't know if I can break it off with my hand. Hold on. See if I can get this camera. So one thing about this camera, it's got legs that you can bend around, so there. But this one is dry. But all this on the outside is just the petals of the flower. Sorry, I thought I was showing you that. But all the outside part is just the and then you got all those seeds in there. All of those are seeds. It doesn't look like much, but those are seeds right there. And this is a pretty color for zinnias, so I definitely wanted to save some of them. And sometimes I just break the whole flower off and just leave it like that until I get ready to plant them. I don't even separate them. I wait till I get ready to plant them and then I separate them off. Separate each little let's see if I can get it over a little bit more. There. Come over here from this side. Couldn't reach them on the other side. Those aren't quite dry enough, the top ones. There. Oops, sorry about that. I'm always bumping the camera the wrong way. But see, I've got 2 containers. I'm putting marigold seeds in one, and I'm putting the zinnias in the other one. Check these. I don't know if there's any. Well, there's a couple. There's a couple of the dried ones right here for the marigolds. So you can save the seed just from one plant. And you'll have plenty of seeds to plant for the next year. But I go around and save all the seed I can. That way I know I've got plenty to plant the next year. Got some to give away to family if I want. There's a bunch on this one. It got dry since the other day. Can't really tell what I'm showing you here. There's a bunch there. I didn't see those the other day. A bunch more on this piece too. Yeah, if the pods are still green, don't pick them. They do have to be dried. Let's go around here and get to the other side of that plant. Let's see if there's any down here. Oh, I just shampooed my hair and it's not quite dry yet and it's trying to fall over everywhere. There was one little one. Another little one. Yep, I'm putting them in the wrong cup. Oh well, I'll get it out later. It's about all that are completely dry on this one that I see. I try to go slower because I always forget that if I whip around too fast, it makes everybody dizzy. There's a couple I missed right here. I'll be able to come back around there in a few days and get a bunch more. There's a bunch on this one too. Put the camera down over here. Turned out to be another beautiful day today. It's really warm. I got shorts on. But you know, it is Texas, so we'll have freezing cold days too. We just don't have too many of them, which I'm glad. That's one reason I kind of like Texas when I moved here. We don't have tons of freezing cold days. But you can see I've got tons of seeds in there because there's probably 100 seeds in each one of those little pods. I think that's all of them that are dry on that one. I know I got a bunch on this. need something to sit on here. So many, it'll take me forever to get them all. The reason I said just on one plant, you'll have enough seed to plant tons of marigolds the next year, just off of one plant. And if you planted several, well, look how many more you're going to have if you harvest your seeds. Wind's blowing just a little bit, and it's got my hair blowing in my face. Yeah, if you save your seeds from your vegetables, your flowers, everything you plant every year, you don't have to buy seeds the next year. Or if you do buy seeds, you can buy seeds for something that you didn't have or you didn't plant that year. Yeah, there's a ton of seeds just on this one plant. I mean, sometimes the stem might look a little green, but you can tell if the seeds are dry or not. And these are definitely dry. See, just come apart in my hand on that one. It's so dry. And sometimes they'll come up right where they fall. If they fall in a spot where they can get into some dirt. I don't know if I've got any more. Might have some out there. Many as I got, I don't really need to harvest anymore, but I think those are the small ones. And I don't see many dry ones on it. I'm going to put them in here because I don't want to get the real tiny ones mixed up with the larger ones. I might want to plant small ones somewhere where I don't want the big ones. And I can separate them from these zinnias when I get in the house. But see, you can tell the dried ones. I got one plant of them over here. And they're also the small ones, I think. I'm not seeing dried ones though. Yeah, no. There's one. Don't really see any more. But plants, your vegetable plants, a lot of times you harvest seed from. Most of your flower seeds you can harvest seeds from. So in a way, they're also could be considered the gift that keeps on giving. Because if you harvest your seed from year to year, you'll always have plenty of seed to replant for the next year. And I missed this one. Right here at the corner. I mean, you get seed from your peppers, your okra. Just about everything in your garden will give you seeds if you know how to harvest them and what to look for. Some right down there I was about to walk off and not get. A bunch of them. Oh, no, I didn't want to put them in there. I didn't even realize there was a piece of a zinnia a marigold over there. You get seed from your peppers, your okra, tomatoes, all your flower seed. I don't know of anything really in the garden that you can't get seed from. Even tomatillos. You can take the ripe tomatillo and plant it in the ground, and it'll come up with plants just like the tomatoes because it's got seeds in it. Whew. It's a nice cloudy day. But I wanted to come in here and show you. Oops, where went my camera falling? I just wanted to show you. And where was all those little marigold seeds? Just off the one or two little marigold plants that had a few dried flowers on them. Got a spider down in there. But I mean, look at all these seeds. I mean, they're little sticks almost, but there's tons of them in the one little flower. And how many of those seeds do you think you get in a package when you buy them? Maybe 2 of these little flower pods full of seeds. If you had to buy a package of marigold seeds. Let me take the whole ones out and show you what I've just put in there. Yeah, I mean, that's just out of 2. That's just out of 2 little dried flowers. And that's probably all the seed that you would get in a package if you bought marigold seeds. And I've got tons more over here that I'm getting ready to open. So, I mean, it's well worth your time. If you're going to plant anything the next year, to save your seeds. Just remember to let them dry before you harvest them, because if you get them too green, they're not going to be viable seeds, and they're not going to sprout the next year. They're not going to come up. But if you let them dry, then you'll have good seeds for next year. See how they just pull right out of that shell? I mean, there's a million little seeds in this one little flower. And it's crazy because most people would look at these little things and say, well, that's not seeds. Well, yes, it is. That is your marigold seeds. That's how it reproduces every year. And those just come right out. If you get hold... Well, this is all of the small marigold seeds I got. I mean, that's quite a few. I mean, if you divided those up and put them in packages like you buy at the store, oh my God, you probably have 10 packages of seed or more. So you can see right there, that's saving me a lot of money on buying small marigold seeds, because I've probably got about 10 or 11 packages right there that I don't have to buy. And I've been working on separating the large marigolds. Look at that. I've already got a whole little container half full of these seeds. All of this is nothing but pure seeds And these are the zinnias. I went ahead and broke those apart. And it looks like nothing really, but those are all seeds. There's seeds in there, just tons of seeds. And I do have some of the dried flower petals in there, I have to admit. But there's seeds in there too. I mean, there's just millions of little zinnia seeds in there. I can't imagine how much money I would have to spend if I bought all those seeds that are just in this container. And this one either. I mean, that's a lot of seeds. And I've still got all of these that I've been breaking apart. I've been breaking the old dead flower off the top of it. And then I've been getting all the seeds out of it. Look at that. If I can show you, get it all to come out in my hand. Sometimes you got to pull them out because they're kind of wedged in there. Get them over here so I can really show you. But see, look at all those seeds. That's nothing but pure seeds. They're tan at one end and they're black at the other. But they're all seeds. And that's probably what you would get in like a $2 package of seeds if you bought them at the store. Just what came out of that one dried flower. And look at how many flowers I've got here. So that's a lot of packages of seeds. That's why I encourage you, anybody that's growing a garden, whether it's flowers, vegetables, anything you've got, harvest your seeds. I mean, it's going to take me a little while, and usually I don't do this. Usually I leave them just like that. You know, like I just broke them off of the plant, and I put them in an envelope or a brown paper envelope or something to store them in. But to save space, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all the dead leaves, the dead flower petals, and I just want the seeds out of the inside. I mean, look at that. That's a lot of seeds right there. And that's not even all of them. There's still half of them still in there. Yeah, you break that open and it's just full of seeds in there. I mean, I've probably got a couple of $100 of marigold seeds right here. Plus the few that's managed to get left in that pile of dried flower petals and stuff. I'll put that in my compost, and I'll have marigolds coming up voluntarily from that, I know. And that's okay too. The more comes up on their own, the less I have to plant. It's just sometimes they might come up where I don't want them to come up. But yeah, I encourage everybody, especially the way prices are nowadays, you have got to conserve on anything. And like I've already showed you, you might not get seeds from your rose bushes, but you can propagate your rose bushes. You can definitely start new rose bushes from your rose bushes that you already have. And that saves you a lot of money right there. Because usually the smallest rose bush, knockout rose bush, you can most of the time buy is about $15. And that's for the little ones. You buy one of the big ones, you're going to spend about $25 or $30 for it. And I don't have that kind of money, so I save my seeds. That way, if I have money for seeds at all, I can buy seeds that I don't have. Something I haven't planted. That way my garden can just get bigger and bigger every year. That is if my water bill doesn't get so high that I can't keep my stuff watered. Salespeople calling. I hate it when they do that. Yeah, I mean, the way the prices are for everything, and it's still going up, you can't afford to spend a lot of money on seeds, plants, or anything else. So anytime that you're growing something and you can save your seeds and multiply what you've got and not have to spend money on seeds the next year, why not? Why not spend that little bit of time it takes to save those seeds? I mean, that is a ton of seeds in this one little, get them all out at one time. I mean, look, I mean, that is a lot of seeds right there. And there's still more in there. They're wedged in there, so a lot of times I have to pull them out. But yeah, I mean, if you want to plant a garden, save your seeds for everything. Everything that you can save seeds for, save it. Propagate your rose bushes. And you can do that with a lot of other plants too. You can start new plants from old plants. Like I bought one small aloe vera years ago. And over the years now, I've ended up with 5 or 6 aloe veras. I mean, 2 great big ones, the mother plant and the other ones. And then the big plants have already got babies coming up from the bottom. And I gave plants away. So, I mean, yeah, once you buy something like that, you don't have to keep spending money on it. Just learn the different ways that you can start more plants from what you've already got. Can end up with a really big garden that way. And if you live in a place where you can put your garden in the ground and not have to water it all the time, that's even better. Like in North Carolina where I lived, you didn't have to water your garden. We always got enough rain there that you didn't have to worry about watering it. But it's so dry out here in this desert till if you put it in the ground, it's even harder to water. So I found that it's easier to grow my stuff in pots and totes and buckets. And if you keep a reservoir in the bottom of your totes and your buckets, it helps retain the water so you don't have to water quite as much. This past summer was the exception to the rule. I mean, we had an extreme drought. We had the over 100-degree temperatures every day. I mean, 105, 110. It's not normally quite that bad. And hopefully it won't be that bad this coming summer. But I'm not going to keep you on here and make you watch me do all the rest of these, so. And it's almost supper time. I've had such a runaround today with insurance companies, my car, the title company, everything else. So I was getting so upset. I said, I got to get away. I got to stop this. So I come back and just decided I'd finish my video and get my videos finished so I can fix me some dinner to eat because I'm getting hungry. So, but you can see, look at all those seeds. I mean, that is a lot of seeds in there. It's a ton of seeds. Look at that. And like I said, I still got more here that I'm working on. So, please, harvest your seeds if you're at all serious about gardening. Harvest your seeds to your eggplants, to your squash, your zucchini, your beans, okra, tomatoes, everything. And you'll always have seed to plant for your plants next year in the spring. And you don't have to keep buying new seeds every year. And with that, please like, share, subscribe to my videos. And y'all have a blessed evening. And I will see you on the next one.